So joining us now is a member of the House Oversight Committee, South Carolina gubernatorial candidate and Congresswoman Nancy Mace. Good morning to you, Congresswoman. So if Ghislaine Maxwell takes the fifth today, refuses to answer any questions, what do we expect to learn from her, or do we expect to learn anything today coming from this testimony?
Absolutely nothing, and the deposition will be for probably less than ½ an hour because the Oversight Committee has been told she will plead the fifth and not provide any information because she's not getting a pardon, she's not getting out of jail, so she's unwilling to assist in the investigation, which is sad for the victim, sad for America, and really just goes to show how evil this woman is, that she's unwilling to assist and getting really, true predators thrown in jail. It's disgusting.
Yeah, as you said, she wants something in exchange for the testimony. You posted on X that you're going to be visiting the DOJ this week to review the unredacted Epstein files with Congressman Thomas Massey. Now, this is the first congressional review without the roadblock. So what do you think that you could learn there? What do you hope to learn?
Well, I want to see some of the individuals that Jeffrey Epstein was communicating with. There are some emails that are referencing underage girls and maybe potentially parties and that sort of thing where the names have been redacted. Are those victims? Are those potential predators? That sort of thing. One of the things that Congressman Thomas Massey did last night was a post on X, and I'm following and reading all the comments. And so if viewers of Newsmax can ping Thomas and myself at Nancy Mace online on Twitter or on Facebook and let us know what files you want or think we should view in an unredacted manner. That'll help us prioritize some of this. I'm also looking for the emails between Jeffrey Epstein and Bill Gates. As you all know, last week I pressured the Oversight Committee to say that we will bring him in and he's going to be invited to testify. And if that doesn't happen, I'm going to push for subpoena as well. But I want those list of names. I want to see the individuals we think are potential predators. And then I want to figure out who covered it up.
Yeah, Congresswoman, I know the Department of Justice says they're going to make these unredacted files available to all members of Congress that seek access to them. Do you worry that Democrats will use that as an excuse to try to trash Donald Trump again? Because we know that they misled the American people about so-called intelligence that they saw involving Russia. What's to stop them from saying, well, these redacted files say this and that about him, and there's no way to prove it otherwise?
Well, they absolutely will. And anything after 2019 is just pure craziness. I'm in an email somewhere that someone randomly, anonymously emailed into the FBI about me and Ron DeSantis about something that happened in 2008. I didn't know who Governor DeSantis was back then. I was pregnant and raising babies. But, they will use that, and they have done it that way. But also at the same time, we have to show that justice will be done. I'm actually going to participate in an event this week that we just had several people arrested for sex trafficking in South Carolina. And this stuff goes around all around the country. Nobody ever goes to jail. Those who are predators just get to walk free. The rich, the famous, the powerful. You have money or you're in Hollywood. Everyone else is above the law, but the laws for the average American, well, you go to jail, right? So it's just, the discrepancy in the two-tiered system of justice is what we want to expose. I also want to expose people on both sides of the aisle who covered it up.
Yeah, this morning we've been talking a lot about, people saying, well, we need to obey these laws, but not those laws, picking and choosing what you think is important to you. You've been demanding transparency no matter who's involved. The Clintons now have agreed to testify. You're risking a lot, though, politically by going after some of the high-profile Epstein associates. I mean, some names have sort of leaked out there. Has it been worth it?
I can't hear anything.
Oh, Congresswoman?
Okay, I can hear you now. What was the question?
I was just asking about, we've been hearing from a lot of different groups in the country talking about, laws they want to abide by, laws that they don't think they should abide by, especially with ICE and such. But you've been really focused on, taking the gauze away, opening up, to the sunlight. But that is a politically risky move also because of high-profile associates of Epstein's. So I was wondering what you thought had been worth it so far.
Well, I make decisions not because of any certain strategic political calculus to the detriment of my political and professional and personal life. As you all can see, I get smeared in the press all the time because I'm not beholden to anyone in the establishment in either party. I'm going to do what is morally clear, morally correct to protect my constituents, to protect children, especially. This is part of who I am and my persona. So for many of us, it is very risky to go after these people. But for me, I believe that it is worth it.